Do you have a dog? Does he ever chew your shoes, annoy others with his barking, or jump up on people? Or maybe all of the above? Well, there is hope for you and your dog. Hal Bannasch has been working with dogs and their owners for over 30 years. He talked to Sean about his career as a professional dog trainer. He also showed him a few things he's taught one of his clients, Brady.
All right, guys, today we're here with Hal, and he is a dog trainer. Oh, and I can't forget Brady. We're here with Brady as well, the new star. So tell me, how did you get into dog training?
Well, back in 1979, I joined the Air Force and became a bomb dog handler.
Okay.
During my time in the military.
And were you always interested in animals? And
yeah, I grew up with a father who loved dogs, and so we always had personal dogs that we trained and hunted with and taught for field trials and things like that. And when I went into the Air Force, I knew that's what I wanted to do, and I got lucky enough to get into the bomb dog program.
Awesome. Now, how is that different than training household dogs?
Well, quite a bit different, but it gives you a nice foundation on how to deal with a dog's mentality and how to teach dogs commands and what you need them to do. So when I got out of the military, I chose to go into home dog training and got hired by a company in South Florida, worked with them, learned the ropes of home training, and then came up here to Orlando and started my business about 20 years ago.
What are some of the things that you teach your animals?
Well, I teach them first commands, how to sit, how to lay down. I teach them to get back away from doors, to come, all the basics. And then as I'm doing that, I also teach them the right rules of a house, what not to chew, not to jump on people. And I help the families, guiding them to understand exactly how to deal with their dogs when the situation arises.
How difficult is it to train a dog?
Well, if you can teach a dog a command and you use a disciplined style of training, which means I don't use food as a reward system because very often the distraction will outweigh the food. So I teach a more disciplined style, which doesn't mean being mean, but it means being a pack leader. And then we guide the dog through a repetition of learning exactly how to deal with that situation. The doorbell rings, I have to get back. I have to stay back until my master tells me to come forward. And then we do that over and over and over until it's a habit.
So what specifically are you teaching Brady, and how long have you been working with him?
Well, Brady, we started when he was about 12 weeks old, I believe. And we started with housebreaking, understand not to go to the bathroom in the house, not to chew, not to jump up on the furniture. And then every time I came out, I taught him a new command to add to the mix, how to walk properly on a leash. He's learned how to come. He's learned the boundaries of the yard.
Oh, wow.
He's learned to get back away from open doors. And a place command, which is a useful command in which you can send him to a mat while you're eating or entertaining guests and have him stay there.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's really just how to be a proper family member.
Now, what is it? Is there normally a time frame of how long? I mean, I know every dog's probably different.
And every trainer has a different style. With mine, I like to spread my program out over the course of a few months.
Okay.
That way I have I teach the dog and the owner together, and then they practice daily on whatever I taught the previous lesson up until our next visit.
Being a home trainer, how would you get clients? How do you market your services?
Well, when I first started, the internet wasn't too available. So I went to veterinarians and pet shops and introduced myself and told them what I offer, and they would recommend me. As my business grew, I was able to get a lot of word of mouth from my existing clients telling their friends and family. Nowadays, it's Google or Yahoo or the web searches, and if you're internet savvy, you can be pretty high on that organic list and get a lot of business that way.
So say someone didn't want to go the way that you went, into the military, how else would they get into this field?
Well, it's not an easy field to get into, but if they could read everything they can get a hold of on anything written about dog training, they can develop their own style. It's not to say every book is exactly right, but they can pick out bits and pieces from as much as they can read. Any schooling you can get on small business will absolutely help you. Anything on marketing will absolutely help you.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time on your busy day. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much, Brady. I'll let you get back to your napping. Seemed like you've had a long morning.
On cue.
To be a dog trainer, you need a talent and empathy for dogs and a lot of patience. You also need to like working with people, since you are teaching them as well as the dog about how to make the dog behave. While formal education is not required, there are lots of books and other resources to train you in this career. Also, try working with a professional dog trainer or at your local pet shelter. Certification is available, but not required. Having small business skills is very important as you need to market yourself and be able to handle the financial and business part of the job. Want more information on becoming a dog trainer? Click on the link to the Association of Pet Dog Trainers on today's episode synopsis at rl101.com.